Welcome to Let's Talk Jonesboro. Today we have Laura Miller with the Arkansas Small Business and Technology Development Center at Arkansas State University's College of Business. Welcome, Laura. Will you tell us a little bit about the center's mission?
Thank you. Appreciate you having me here today. The ASB TDC is part of a statewide, nationwide network of small business assistance centers, and we are partially funded by the Small Business Administration and the Arkansas State University College of Business. Our mission is to help people that want to start a business or that are currently in business grow the business and create jobs and retain jobs. We primarily do that three ways: through business consulting, through training, and through market research.
Very nice. So, how long have you been around?
I have been with the center here at A-State since 2000. And I had done this job previously when I was in Kansas for 4.5 years. So
Okay.
nearly 20 years of business consulting.
Very good. Well, so you serve small businesses, so are these established businesses? Are these entrepreneurial startups? Tell me a little bit about who you're serving.
We're serving both.
Okay.
About 60% of the businesses that we work with are existing businesses. 40% then would be the startups. Primarily they're retail service businesses and small manufacturers. That's the focus in this area.
And so how many employees will they have?
Most of the clients that we work with will have probably a maximum of 15.
Okay. And is there a broad spectrum of sectors? Is it any specific? Is there anything that's more popular in our neck of the woods?
Right now, for 2017, women's boutiques, clothing boutiques, and restaurants are very popular in the 16 counties that we serve.
I see. I can anecdotally verify restaurants are popular.
Yes.
Women's clothes are popular. But that's anecdotal. You have empirical evidence. So, I guess nobody cooks anymore.
Doesn't seem like it.
Everybody shops.
Everybody shops and buys lunch out.
Right. So, if I had a business, what would I come to you and say, help me with?
Most of the people that call on the phone just say, I want to start a business, I don't know what to do. Or I'm looking for financing, do you have any grants available? We'll put them in the right direction. We'll give them homework. We're not paid consultants, so we don't go and do the work for them. We serve as educators, teaching them how to make the decisions and find the resources so they can be better business owners.
Okay. And are you able to help everyone who comes along?
Sometimes we're able to help them realize this may not be the right time to start the business. Maybe they need more experience to save up more money. Maybe the market they want to go into is on a decline rather than a growth market. Trying to help them realize that starting a business may not be in their best interest.
I guess you see the full spectrum of preparedness when you run across people.
Yes.
What types of things do people need to know to be prepared to go into a business of their own?
First of all, they need to have the idea, and they need to make sure that there is a market for it, that there's actually people that are going to pay for their products or services. You know, you could have the business and you could have people coming in the door, but if they're not willing to pay for that product or service, that business isn't going to last. They've also got to have some of their own money. I have not seen any projects that have gotten started with 100% financing. So that business owner's got to be willing to put some skin in the game. We can help them identify financing sources, whether it's a conventional bank loan or if it's an alternative lender, or we just don't see grants for retail service type businesses, but there may be some other types of businesses like daycares can sometimes find grants for after-school programs and community good projects.
Right. So it's not a good idea to give up your full-time job to jump out there as an entrepreneur?
Not always. Many of the lenders that we work with want to see another source of income coming into the household so that the household's not depending solely on this new business. It may be a spouse that's bringing in money, or it may be that business owner keeps another job until this business gets going.
What about inventors? Is there a maker community that's very strong in Northeast Arkansas?
It is a growing community. Innovation hubs right now are very popular throughout the U.S. And A-State is actually getting ready to launch a innovation hub with a makerspace.
Well, tell us, without naming names, some of the really unique and cool things that that have crossed your desk.
Right now, some of the most interesting projects that we're seeing are mobile apps. People are wanting to get more into developing mobile apps, and they've got some great ideas for it.
Is that right? That's right. Can you give us a hint as to what any of them are, or is that
No,
stuff
everything
that
we do is confidential.
It's got to be
Sorry.
confidential. That's
Yep.
okay. But we've got good, strong local Northeast Arkansas people that are coming up with
Lots
some
of creativity.
neat ideas.
Yes.
That's fabulous. All right, now tell us about the worst. What's the worst idea you've seen?
I have seen somebody that wanted to build a tractor out of gold, and that's about as far
A
as I will
gold
go.
tractor.
A gold tractor.
Laura, there's got to be a market for that. No? So, the good entrepreneurs, you were saying, because entrepreneurship is intimidating, are there means for these people to kind of unify, get together, and do you provide that little connection for them to like I think of a phrase among entrepreneurs is "rising tide lifts all boats," and do we have that sort of connection?
That is something we have been exploring. One thing that we do is offer a starting a business in Arkansas class. And a lot of times that will bring 15, 20 entrepreneurs with ideas together, and then they can network among themselves, and some of them will stay in touch after the class.
That's good. That's good. Now, but mostly you are targeting businesses that are already established, as we said. You've got manufacturers.
We've got small manufacturers, retail service are the three primary groups that we work with in this area.
If I have a small business or if I want to think about having a small business, how do I contact you?
The best way to get in touch with us is by phone. Give us a call at the office. We've got 3 consultants there. One of us will take the call and figure out what's the best way to work with you. We've got clients that we work with strictly by email because they can't leave their day job and meet, or there's clients that we can meet with face-to-face or by phone, by fax, whatever works best for our clients.
And what is the number?
It is 870-972-3517.
And your office is located at Arkansas State University.
Arkansas State University. We're in the Delta Center for Economic Development. I do encourage people to call and make an appointment. With only 3 of us working 16 counties, there's not always somebody there available, so we don't want you to make a trip in and not have anybody there to meet with you.
Very good. Do you make a lot of trips out into the field?
We travel a lot, yes.
Do you? And what will you do? Will you size up? Will you you'll come and help people at their locations? And
Yes. A lot of the clients we get are bank referrals. Someone will come into their lender and say, I want to start a business, I need money. And the lender will say, well, I want to see your business plan, financial projections, and they haven't prepared anything. So that lender will send them to us to get those basic steps started, to check the feasibility of the project. And so we'll go out, meet with those clients, do lender visits, chamber visits.
I see. And the counties is it all Northeast Arkansas?
Northeast, North Central Arkansas.
Northeast, North Central, and it extends. Give me the range of the counties.
We'll go from Baxter down to Jackson, cross, then over to the river, and up to the corner.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, Laura, thank you for taking time to visit with us today on Let's Talk Jonesboro.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that.
And we will see you next time on Let's Talk.